Once upon a time, a man sought guidance from Gautam Buddha. He was struggling with anger and frustration, desperate for a way to control his emotions. Buddha welcomed him with a smile and invited him to sit down. "I will tell you a story," Buddha began. "There was once a prosperous king who ruled over a great kingdom. One day he decided to visit a neighboring realm, intrigued by the wisdom of its king. Upon his arrival, the neighboring king hosted a grand feast in his honor. During the meal, the visiting king noticed a fly in his soup. Disgusted, he ordered his servant to replace the bowl immediately. The wise king observed this and spoke gently, "Your Majesty, do not let this small fly upset you. It is insignificant and need not ruin your mood." The visiting king retorted, "I cannot tolerate such things. Even the smallest nuisance can spoil my peace." The wise king smiled and responded, "It is not the fly that ruins your peace, but your reaction to it. You have the power to control your emotions. Do not let them control you." Realizing the wisdom in these words, the king returned to his kingdom with a new perspective. From that day forward, he practiced the art of not reacting to irritations. As time passed, he noticed that by maintaining his composure, even in difficult situations, he made better decisions and lived with greater peace. This story teaches us a powerful lesson. It is not external circumstances, but our reactions to them that often cause us distress. Anger and frustration can cloud our judgment and strain our relationships. Yet by mastering our emotions, we can navigate life's challenges with grace. In another part of the world lived a young man named Michael, who often struggled with his emotions. Whenever he faced difficulties, he would react impulsively, getting angry and saying hurtful things. This damaged his relationships and left him feeling regretful. One day, Michael decided to take control of his emotions. He knew his impulsive reactions were harming him more than helping. He began practicing mindfulness and meditation, which allowed him to become more aware of his thoughts and feelings. Whenever a situation would trigger his anger, Michael took a step back, took a deep breath, and responded thoughtfully instead of impulsively. At first it was difficult, and he would still feel the surge of anger. But over time, as he practiced, it became easier. He started communicating calmly, and his relationships improved. He no longer hurt the people around him with thoughtless words, but engaged with them in a more peaceful and thoughtful manner. One day, a close friend came to Michael for advice. The friend was going through a tough time and felt overwhelmed. Michael listened calmly and offered comfort. His friend was grateful and remarked, "You always know just what to say and you never seem to get angry." Michael smiled and said, "It's not that I never feel anger or frustration. I've simply learned to control my emotions and not let them control me." Michael's story, much like the king's, illustrates that emotional mastery is a powerful tool. By learning to pause, reflect, and respond rather than react, Michael found inner peace and better relationships. The power of not reacting. Both the king's experience and Michael's journey highlight an essential truth. We cannot always control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond to it. When we practice mindfulness and learn to master our reactions, we cultivate a deeper sense of peace, improve our decision-making, and build stronger connections with those around us. Not reacting does not mean suppressing emotions. Emotions are natural and must be acknowledged. However, instead of reacting impulsively, we can pause, process our feelings, and respond in a calm, thoughtful manner. This is a powerful skill that transforms not only our internal world, but also our interactions with others. As Buddha said, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. By mastering the art of not reacting, we can lead lives filled with peace, clarity, and compassion.